Jeddah director is closing in 5 minutes. November 997 Quebec Yankee, continuous filed, expect the IOS approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. November 997 Quebec Yankee, turn left heading 290, descendant maintain 4000. 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima is 4 nautical miles northeast of King Abdulaziz at 11,000 feet, requesting IOS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima, continuous filed, expect the IOS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Saudia 1421 heavy, descendant maintain 4000. Roger, 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima. Qatari 454 Quebec Romeo heavy, descendant maintain 3000.
Descendant maintain 4000, Saudia 1421 heavy.
5 Alpha Hotel India Lima, descendant maintain 3000. Descendant maintain 3000, Qatari 454 Quebec Romeo heavy. Descendant maintain 3000, 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima. Uzbek 118 heavy, turn right heading 020, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared IOS runway 34 right approach.
Turn right heading 020, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared IOS runway 34 right, Uzbek 118 heavy.
Matrix 187, turn right heading 240. Saudia 511, continuous filed, expect the IOS approach run, turn right heading 240, Matrix 187.
Roger, Saudia 511.
Saudia 511, turn left heading 310, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared IOS runway 34 left approach.
Jeddah director, Mark Alpha Lima Lima Uniform.
Matrix 187, turn right heading 310, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared IOS runway 34 right approach. Jeddah director, Roy, turn right heading 310, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared IOS runway 34 right, Matrix 187.
Contacting Jeddah Center on 127.0, Mark Alpha Lima Lima Uniform.
Uzbek 118 heavy, thank you, good day.
Etihad 320 Alpha Bravo Heavy is 22 nautical miles northwest of X, Makkah at 14,800 feet, requesting IOS approach runway 34 center of King Abdulaziz.
Saudia 1421 heavy, descendant maintain 3000.
Descendant maintain 3000, Saudia 1421 heavy.
Royal Flight 2, radar contact, say approach request. Etihad 320 Alpha Bravo Heavy, continuous filed, expect the IOS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Royal Flight 2 is 17 nautical miles north of King Abdulaziz at 8,000 feet, requesting GPS approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz.
Roger, Etihad 320 Alpha Bravo Heavy.
Royal Flight 2, continuous filed, expect the IOS approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. Royal Flight 2, correction, stand by. Royal Flight 2 is 15 nautical miles north of King Abdulaziz at 8,000 feet, requesting GPS approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima, turn right heading 240, descendant maintain 3000. Royal Flight 2, continuous filed, expect the IOS approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz.
Turn right heading 240, descendant maintain 3000, 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima.
Saudia 1421 heavy, continuous filed, expect the IOS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Roger, Royal Flight 2. Qatari 454 Quebec Romeo heavy, continuous filed, Matrix 187, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Matrix 187. Jeddah director, Saudia 1051 heavy, with of 9500, descending via India the 1st of November arrival. Saudia 1051 heavy, radar contact, say approach request. 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima, turn right heading 310, descendant maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared IOS runway 34 right approach. Saudia 1051 heavy is 17 nautical miles northeast of King Abdul. Matrix 187, contact King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2. Contacting King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2, Matrix 187. King Abdulaziz Tower, Matrix 187, inbound on the ILS runway 34 right.
Sky Dubai Free Echo Zulu. Contact Jeddah Center on 127.0.
Contacting Jeddah Center on 127.0. Sky Dubai Free Echo Zulu. Thank you, good day, Sky Dubai Free Echo Zulu.
Gear down. Spoilers retracted.
Matrix 187, wind 280 at 11. Number 1, runway.
Number 1, clear to land, runway 34 right, Matrix 187.
Saudia 511, wind 280 at 11. Number 1, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 34 left, Saudia 511. King Abdulaziz Tower, Emirates 529, ready for departure in sequence at runway 34 center, departing north.
Flaps 3.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing, please.
Lion Inter 778, wind 280 at 11, runway 34 center, cleared for immediate takeoff. Emirates 529, hold short of runway 34 center.
Holding short runway 34 center, Emirates 529. Cleared for takeoff,
1000.
runway 34 center, Lion Inter 778.
Too
King
fast.
Abdulaziz
Too
Tower,
fast.
Delta Alpha India X-Ray India, ready for departure at runway 34 center, remaining in the pattern. Delta Alpha India X-Ray India, hold short of runway 34 center. Holding short
Approaching
runway
34
34
right.
center, Delta Alpha India X-Ray India. Uzbek 118 heavy, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, Uzbek
Too
118
fast.
heavy.
Too fast.
Approaching minimums.
500.
Minimums.
Delta Alpha India X-Ray India,
400.
tower is not accepting pattern work at this time.
$300.
Stand by, Emirates 529.
200. 200. 100.
King Abdulaziz Tower, Qatar Cargo 1018 heavy,
50.
ready for departure at runway 34
30,
center,
20,
departing east.
retard, 10,
King
retard.
Abdulaziz Tower, 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima, inbound on the ILS runway 34 right.
Qatar Cargo 1018 heavy, hold short of runway 34 center. Delta Alpha India X-Ray India, line up and wait runway 34 center.
Holding short runway 34 center, Qatar Cargo 1018 heavy.
Line up and wait runway 34 center. Delta Alpha India X-Ray India.
Stand by,
Spoilers
Emirates
retracted.
529.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate.
5
and it
Alpha
is safe
Hotel
for
India
you to
Lima,
move about.
wind 280 at
At this time, you
11.
may
Number
use your
1,
mobile
runway
phone if you
34
wish.
right, cleared to land.
Please check around
Number
your seat
one,
for any
please.
personal belongings you may have brought on
King
board with
Abdulaziz
you, and
ground,
please use
Matrix
caution when
187,
opening the
request
overhead
taxi to
bin,
parking.
as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. On
Turkish
behalf of the entire
2533
crew, I'd
heavy,
like to
push
thank you
back
for
a crew,
joining us on
tail
this
to the
trip,
south.
and we are looking
Expect
forward to seeing you
Matrix
on board again
187,
in the near
taxi to
future.
parking,
Have
at
a
your
pleasant
discretion.
stay.
Taxi to parking, Matrix 187. King Abdulaziz ground, Charlie Golf November Bravo Foxtrot, ready for pushback with information kilo. King Abdulaziz ground, Sky Dubai 245, ready for pushback with information kilo. King Abdulaziz ground, Emirates 23, ready to taxi with information kilo.
Charlie Golf November Bravo Foxtrot, push back approved, tail to the south, expect runway 34 center. Sky Dubai 245, push back approved, tail to the east, expect runway 34 center.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, runway 34 center, Charlie Golf November Bravo Foxtrot.
Emirates 23, taxi to runway 34 center, contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved, tail to the east, runway 34 center, Sky Dubai 245. Taxi to runway 34 center, Emirates 23. King Abdulaziz ground, General 147, ready to taxi with information kilo.
Attention all aircraft. Please stand by.
King Abdullah's ground, Saudia 511, request taxi to parking.
King Abdulaziz ground, General 147, ready to taxi with information Kilo. General 147, taxi to runway 34 center, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway 34 center, General 147.
King Abdulaziz ground, Nuoga 569, ready to taxi with information Kilo.
King Abdullah's ground, 5 Alpha Hotel India Lima, request taxi to parking.
King Abdulaziz ground, Charlie Golf November Bravo Foxtrot, ready to taxi with information Kilo.
King Abdullah's ground, Saudia 511, request taxi to parking.
Nuoga 569, taxi to runway 34 center, contact tower when ready. Charlie Golf November Bravo Foxtrot, taxi to runway 34 center, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway 34 center, Charlie Golf November Bravo Foxtrot.
Taxi to runway 34 center, Nuoga 569.
King Abdulaziz ground, Sky Dubai 245, ready to taxi with information Kilo. Sky Dubai 245, taxi to runway 34 center, contact tower when ready.